I wish they would let me next door so I can spit in your f***ing face.
You know I would absolutely kill you if you ever did something like that.
You
right?
could never.
I'm not saying I would fight you. I said I would kill you if
John,
you did some
do you
stupid
think?
shit
Do you
like that.
so John?
UFC 选手古德琼斯一遍又一遍向我们证明了有些人天生就应该被关在笼子里。
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
I hate you. I hate you.
John Bones Jones' DWI arrest last month.
Jones is accused of threatening to kill a woman.
Former UFC champion John Bones Jones found himself at the Bernalillo County Jail again.
It is all over. It is all over.
Wow. The greatest fighter to ever live, ever, is fucking John Jones.
The woman tells officers Jones was drunk and continued to be physical with her after she got out of the reported chokehold.
This guy's got a lot of demons, man. A lot of demons.
Former UFC champion John Bones Jones has taken a plea deal in his latest criminal case.
Jail records show John Bones Jones turned himself in at 5:30 today.
Jones later failed a field sobriety test.
Jones is now facing a felony charge.
John Jones has never lost a fight.
An officer claims he saw Jones.
John Bones Jones.
Johnny Bones Jones.
一个普通家庭可能几代人也找不出一个专业运动员，而住在纽约的琼斯一家却有3个天赋异禀的孩子。3个孩子的父亲老亚瑟·琼斯是当地一名牧师，平生行善积德，为人称道。
What happened?
他们中的大哥小亚瑟·琼斯在橄榄球联赛效力，曾经拿到过超级碗冠军。
Live and direct, you know, he went with my mom last night, so we had to get him back. It's crazy out here.
最小的钱德勒·琼斯也是一名橄榄球运动员，在2012年被 NFL 选中。
What happened? What happened out here?
只有二哥乔恩·琼斯因为身形瘦弱与橄榄球无缘，但他在摔跤上也是一把好手。
You know, I have 2 brothers in the NFL. I have my little brother Chandler Jones plays for the Cardinals. My older brother Arthur Jones plays for the Indianapolis Colts. I'm the middle as far as age, but when it comes to size, I'm the smallest by far of my brothers. So I've been getting my butt kicked since I was a little boy by my brothers, and I guess I just became really comfortable and familiar with physical combat and whatnot.
乔恩·琼斯的摔跤天赋在高中时就开始显现，因为其瘦弱的身形，他的教练给了他骨头这个外号。
I thought though they called you Bones because you broke people's bones, but apparently they said it's because your brothers used to call you Skin and Bones.
Yeah.
尽管他出色的摔跤成绩吸引到了爱荷华大学和爱荷华州立大学的注意，但因为文化课低分，骨头在高中毕业后只能去了社区大学，在那里他斩获了全国大专摔跤冠军。神奇的是，在分宿舍时，另一位未来的 UFC 风云人物卡文顿和他阴差阳错地成为了室友。
Who?
Brazil, you're a dog. All you filthy animals suck. I got one thing to say. Tyrell Woodley, I'm coming for you.
08年，骨头的女友意外怀孕，并生下了他们的第一个女儿。琼斯不得不放弃学业，开始为生计拼搏。
And you got into this because you needed to get some money for diapers, right?
Yeah, I was applying I was a bouncer actually, making $50 a night, and I was applying to be a janitor because I would have benefits.
Wow.
And right when I was waiting to get the call back, someone wrote me on Twitter, a guy named Gary, a kid that I never met, and he said, "Hey, my cousin owns an MMA gym in Cortland, New York, which is about 45 minutes away. Didn't have a car, and I was driving my fiance's car to commute over to these practices. I got that phone call on a Saturday night, and I was heading to my first practice that next Monday. The kid changed my life forever. He just planted a seed in my
wow.
MySpace and changed my life forever.
Why'd he reach out to you? Just like that?
God's grace, man.
Wow.
因为生活所迫，天赋异禀的古德琼斯在训练仅仅5个月后就开始了自己的第一场 MMA 职业比赛。
Well, Mark, we've got some light heavyweight action. The pro debuting John Jones fighting out of the Bomb Squad against Brad Bernard fighting out of Bucket Brigade. Winless in 2 professional MMA fights thus far. Enters the ring.
So I literally got on all these TED Talks and on YouTube, and I just started YouTubing videos about self-belief and what does it mean to be confident. And what does it mean to be a winner?
Yeah, we get Brad Bernard here, the barroom brawler, from what it says here. The way he was walking back and forth, I think his opponent looked like he was out the back parking lot. So we got some big boys tonight. Let's see what happens here.
Does he have side control? He's trying to work some jiu-jitsu moves on him. Can he work the rear naked choke? He almost has it. Now going for an armbar. Now he's got the rear naked choke. Can he make him tap? No.
And I would watch hours and hours of Tony Robbins and Les Brown and TED Talks, and I taught myself how to believe in myself and how to think that I was greater than just this kid that was a dropout who, never really had great grades, never really was the starter, never was the captain of a team. I was just always kind of this average person, and overnight I taught myself that I could be great, and change myself forever. I took the idea and I ran with it. And that's how God works sometimes.
Jones with a knee as he pushes Bernard up against the cage.
About to have a baby, right?
About to have a baby, applying to be a janitor. And
janitor for what building, do you remember?
I think it was like Lockheed Martin.
Wow.
Bad times create strong people. Strong people create good times. That's the history of the world over and over and over again.
Jones with a suplex! Biggs! He flipped him over. Now he's raining some left hands down onto Bernard.
Oh, big right hand, big left hand. This fight is very close.
He hit him with a big right knee. You know, John Jones reminds me of Anderson Silva.
Neither one of the guys. Oh, that's it. He's out. He's out, and he ate a left there too.
John Jones, big right hand.
Give it up for John Jones! Johnny Bones, a.k.a. Sexual Chocolate Jones!
I made it to the UFC after only 9 months of MMA training, so, which is really unheard of.
Yeah.
Johnny Bones Jones. Light heavyweight matchup, and here we go.
Punches himself. Also, beautiful lateral drop right there. Very nice. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the future.
It looks like he's got it very deep, Mike. I can't see it from this angle. Looking to finish it. It's all over. He put him out. Wow.
John Jones. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Endicott, New York, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Johnny Bones Jones!
在短短3年的时间里，骨头琼斯在 UFC 迅速攀升，距离挑战10任冠军胡阿将军莫里西欧只有1步之遥。
Shogun is one of the all-time greats.
Shogun trying to finish, and it is all over. Mauricio Shogun Hua.
All right, I'm here with the winner, John Bones Jones. The biggest test of your career, you came through in flying colors. Tell me how you're feeling right now.
Well, I got a tattoo on my chest that says Philippians 4:13, which means I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. So I feel so confident every time I come in here. I feel as if it's my time, and I'm hungry, and I'm going for it. I want it.
This is a huge victory for you, not just in the fact that you beat another undefeated contender, but here's the situation. Rashad Evans was scheduled to face Shogun for the title. Rashad Evans is injured. He blew out his knee. The UFC wants to give you the opportunity to face Shogun Hua for the light heavyweight championship of the world.
There are a lot of moments in UFC history that we'll always remember. I think that was one of them right there when you were offered a title shot. Did you even know that that was at stake?
I knew Rashad had gotten hurt, but I didn't see that coming. It was awesome, and yeah, God is really good.
Well, so I guess people want to know about me, and
Here we go with our very first video blog.
Just live in the moment and have faith.
People talk about this being the battle of the light heavyweights of the future. And now with an impending title shot for you, it seems like the future is now, right, Bones?
Yeah, the future is now, man. It's a testament to God's power. You know, when He wants to do something great for you, He'll just easily do it and make it almost seem easy. So I'm just so grateful. I give all glory to God, and I'm excited for this title shot. I feel as it's my time, and now I just gotta train my butt off, study my butt off, and play the waiting game.
Distractions, John. That's part of your game plan. Distractions, being creative. Let's go.
Be an artist is something bigger than just a fight.
Beautiful.
That's it. Make him punch. Draw out that tiger.
Shogun and Jones, our main event of the evening for the light heavyweight title.
All right, gentlemen, let's get over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna have a clean fight. Touch gloves, make it official.
Here we go! Flying knee early. Another one. Oh, good left. Jones looking to tee off. He's hurt, Mike. He's wobbled. To the body. Nice hit. Oh, my goodness. There's one head kick. Takes it. Big shot by Jones.
Man against boys. I mean, this is just the story of every John Jones fight.
Another big shot. From the guard.
Round number 3. Your winner by TKO, and now a new UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, John Bones Jones.
面对未来的名人堂成员将军，古德琼斯以近乎碾压的方式成为了 UFC 史上最年轻的冠军。值得一提的是，就在比赛当天，他甚至还见义勇为，抓住了一个小偷。
Walk us through your crime fighting experience from earlier today.
Oh, here we go, guys. Put your seatbelts on. I see an old Spanish couple like screaming, and they're like running. They look like they're out of breath big time. And I'm like, dude, they just got mugged. I like take my hands in my pockets, I throw my stuff on the floor, and I tell our driver, I'm like, dude, take care of my stuff. I throw it on the floor, and I just start running. Right? So I grab the guy's feet, and then I put him in this move because I went to college for criminal justice, and I had a class defensive tactics. So I grabbed him, and I like figure four his legs, and I sat on his legs. Then a guy walked up to us, and he's like, yo, man, that could have been my mama's car. And once he said that, I was like, yes, they're on our side. I'm like, yeah, you punk. That could have been his mama's car. And so we hold him. So the police come get out of his car, and he's like, what are you doing here? Like, aren't you fighting tonight? And I'm like, yeah, man, I was trying to get my meditation and this guy, but anyways, it was great, The police...
And the part that he's leaving out, his brother told me back in the dressing room that after they caught the guy, he was going, you know what? People work really hard for their stuff, and you stole it, and you shouldn't do that. You should choose a different path in life. He's over there preaching to the guy.
What if that was your sister, and you just broke her car windows? Like, would you like it if someone did that to you? Like, Greg Jackson's like, il punto manicon, like all these things.
在登顶冠军后，年仅23岁的古德琼斯似乎拥有了这世上他所想要的一切。UFC 史上最年轻的冠军，第一位签约耐克的 MMA 运动员，帅气十足又文质彬彬的他，俨然成为了 UFC 的金童，似乎谁也不能停下他迈向辉煌的脚步。
Hi, I'm John Jones of the UFC. A lot of people think us fighters are like a different breed. But really, I'm just an average guy who loves to spend time at the park with my kids.
Higher, Daddy, higher.
And 3, 2, 1.
Again, Daddy, again.
I hear you can cook too. Figures.
John Bones Jones was arrested and charged with a DWI early Saturday morning. Binghamton police received reports of a car crashed into the corner of Grand Boulevard and Helen Street around 5 a.m. Saturday morning. Police told Action News that John Jones was on the scene and it was his 2012 Bentley that had crashed into a telephone pole at the corner. Through the investigation, it was determined that John was driving the vehicle. He was arrested and charged with a DWI. Jones was released on an appearance ticket to his family. Police will not confirm whether or not Jones was alone in the vehicle or if there were any injuries.
2012年5月，酒驾的古德琼斯撞上了路边的电线杆。由于情节较轻，他并未入狱，仅是交了罚款和驾照被停半年。
First Round Management fully supports John, and we are asking for fans and media to respect his privacy on John and his family at this time. Dana White also tweeted this afternoon, "It looks like it's not my week." So not good news for the UFC light heavyweight champion.
之后，琼斯一再道歉，并保证绝不再犯，而大多数人也选择相信这只是一场意外。古德从心底里一直是个好孩子，可真就如此吗？
So you were roommates with John Jones?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, Mark, we've got some light heavyweight action. The pro debuting John Jones fighting out of the bomb squad against Brad Bernard.
Brad Bernard's got 2 fights in the ring, and although they haven't come out victorious, he's still got the cage experience here. And John Jones is a rookie here in the ring tonight. Yeah, definitely a great suplex here, but showing a little cocky behavior there, you know, raising his hand a little too soon. And if
Johnny Bones Jones.
Matt the Hammer Hamill. Jones likes the throws. Nice.
You know, John Jones had lost a fight. He lost to Matt Hamill. And he dropped 12-6 elbows.
12-6 elbows is illegal still, which is the dumbest thing in the world. In the early days of MMA, they would bring this to the athletic commissions, and they said, you can't do this because we've seen those karate tournaments where the guys break bricks like that.
Yep.
He's doing a good job.
The fact that they banned it is ridiculous for the reasons that they banned it. The fact that it's banned is good. And I agree with it from this perspective. Where are you going to 12-6 a guy? You want to drop that into their eyes? No, absolutely not. So let's say it's the pointed part of your elbow, and that elbow comes down on his face. Where's that going to hit him? If that hits him in an eye socket, he's going to have tremendous problems. Tremendous problems.
Wow, yeah, he's bleeding bad into his eyes there. Look at that. It's pouring down the side of his face.
Due to intentional elbows, there's been a disqualification of Johnny Bones Jones. Therefore, the winner is Matt Hamill.
Wow. What's your worst injury you've ever had so far?
For me, honestly, is I've had 2 detached retinas.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And
was one of them for the Leon fight?
When he poked it, and literally I couldn't see nothing. And I was like, this is what the doctor said. Yeah, I was like, I'm blind. And I was like,
I mean, you get kicked in the balls if they're losing or they're getting really tired. They make a big deal about getting kicked in the balls. It hurts, but nothing compares to being jabbed in the eyes. Nothing.
Where he was fully mounted, but that one elbow connected with the right side of the face of Rampage. Rampage is bleeding. Totally relaxed. Look at that.
National Football League. A nice, powerful leg kick. But the counter by Lyoto. Terry. Nice to big the body. At the base of John Jones. Jones is so strong. Stay on the arm. Keeping him at distance.
He's really good at those leg kicks too. Those oblique kicks to the knee.
I think that should be illegal, bro. Fuck that shit.
Did you see the one Khalil Roundtree landed?
Oh my god, I got on him about that shit.
Oh!
Bro, that should be illegal, bro. Bro, John bent mine backwards. My knee haven't been the same. It was hard for me getting in and out of my cars and everything. And my thing about fighting, I feel like we all Conrads. Mm-hmm. And you know, and that's how we make our living. So right. I never tried to really hurt nobody so they can continue to keep making money. So I just have honor when I fight, and I want everybody to understand, like, look, this is just a sport. I'm not trying to I'm trying to knock you out and stuff like that, but I'm not going to try to maim you, you know.
从生涯的第一场比赛开始，古德琼斯便展现出了一种有别于求胜的欲望，他想要竭尽所能去伤害别人。而2012年的酒驾也绝非初犯，在2008至2011年期间，古德琼斯与至少3起危险驾驶有关。这一切不禁让人怀疑，骨头的好好先生人设是否只是一个假象。在接下来的几年里，乔恩·琼斯继续着他的连胜之路，尽管有过艰难的时刻，但他总能化险为夷，赢下比赛。
Looking for his 5th title defense. And here we go.
I don't promote fights, I pick fights. I'm better than John Jones.
John Jones has finished champion.
And still, the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world.
John Jones and Alexander Gustafsson.
Decision, and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world.
在2017年，古德琼斯的下一位对手被定为了奥运摔跤手 Daniel Cormier。
Because you know I'm all about that cake and chicken. I'm all about that cake and chicken. I'm all about that cake and chicken. I'm all about that cake.
赛前两人照旧按着 UFC 的惯例放着狠话，可事情却慢慢有些不对劲起来。
He direct messaged me somehow. I don't know how he did that. He said, I hope you're ready to come to daddy. So I wrote back, I am, and I'm gonna beat you up.
Welcome back to Fox Sports Live. I'm Kenny Florian here with UFC light heavyweight champ John Jones and Daniel Cormier.
He comes up to me and he gets very close and he hits me with his forehead. I've said time and time again, there is not a man walking this earth that will get into my face, put his head on me and push me forward without me actually reacting.
Before I even get into the story, I want to start by apologizing to quite a few people. I want to apologize to MGM Grand Casino. I want to apologize to the fans at home who had to see that. I want to apologize to Dana and then to Chiquita. I was introduced to Daniel Cormier behind the stage. I walked up to him trying to be polite. I said, hey, what's up, man? I hear you're a wrestler. And he's like, yeah, I wrestled on the wrestling scene for a while. And I said, oh, man, that's really cool. And I was like, you know what? I bet you I could take you down. It was, you know, honestly, it was my way of trying to start a new friendship, a new relationship.
He's on Twitter, get some ice for your face. I'm fine. If that is the best you got, he's in trouble.
There was
clearly a brawl that was unsportsmanlike.
You know, I wholeheartedly admit to what happened. It's clear what happened, and I know it's not okay. So,
or in this instance, because of his integrity and his humility, I think he is going to do that free work, and I'd like to see mercy extended.
He's a liar. He's dishonest. He's a whole bunch of things that he should not be proud of being.
Well, he's also the champion. You'll try and change that on September 27th. Thank you both men for joining us.
Not for long.
Good luck in September at UFC 178.
Thank you guys so much for having us. Thank you guys for having us. Hey, are you still there?
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here. You are just the fakest person. I actually admire that you can actually be this fake. And like when the TV comes on, how you can just change. It's like you're a chameleon.
Hey, listen,
it's awesome.
I'm a professional.
It is unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
The fact that you're a hasn't changed. How much you weigh right now, fat? Man, Daniel, you're weak as today.
Okay.
Yeah, but how come you ended up being on the floor and on your back?
Because they had all the security guards grabbing me.
Oh.
I wish they would let me next door so I can spit in your face.
You know I would absolutely kill you if you ever did something like that.
You
right?
could never kill me.
Oh, I bet you I could. I'm not saying I would fight you. I said I would kill you.
John, do you think? So John.
这起事件后，骨头琼斯的好人人设彻底崩塌，他将自己的虚伪与凶恶展现得淋漓尽致，而有些事情一旦开始，就再也没有回头路了。
You know, honestly, it was my way of trying to start a new friendship, a new relationship. Hey, are you still there?
It's unbelievable how fake you can really be. Like, I mean, I am going to win. Like, I guarantee you I'm going to beat this guy. This guy is not going to beat me. He's fought a lot.
When I get you down, your face will open up.
Hey, whatever. He's weak. He's a punk. He's a liar. He's dishonest. He's a whole bunch of things that he should not be proud of being. He has never fought anyone that has competed at the level that I have competed at.
There is nothing you can do to stop me from coming at you round after round with the most malicious techniques I know. You will lose this fight, Daniel Cormier. I want you to believe it. Every ounce of training you put in leading up to this fight will be a waste of your life.
It's time! Daniel D.C. Cormier! Bones Jones!
Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. Then in between fight, you can touch gloves at this time. Let's do it.
Kick to the body. Hard. And on top. John able to get just out of the way. DC strikes. That looks like that left landed him. Good uppercut. There's a nice left by John. Here's the right hand by Daniel Cormier. There's a good left to the body by Jones. And a knee. And an uppercut by DC. What a fight. What a fight. What a closely contested fight. Look at this. John second down DC.
Second takedown against Cormier in his career. This ultimate grudge match. Look at this. Goes the distance.
John just raises his arms up and then left hooks Daniel. The fight had not ended yet, but Daniel hit him after the buzzer.
John Bones Jones!
See what this shirt says? I'm Reebok. It says unbroken, baby. This team is unbroken. Let's go, baby. And still, take them down. I think that's like, I don't know, 5 takedowns to 0. I'm sorry that I'm being classless right now. I do not like DC, and this is why I'm being this way.
Honestly, you know, I know it's always nice to be a class act after a victory, but I really hope he's somewhere crying. You know, and I'm sure he is.
I don't know how to judge a fight, so you know I lost and John won. That's pretty much all it boils down to. It doesn't matter if it's closer or if it's not. You know, he won the fight. This is not gonna ruin me. You know, one way or the other. I'm gonna stand across the cage from that man again, and I'll believe just as I did tonight, and I'll take the fight to him again, I guess.
Because your dream got cut short and you had a kid and you had to give up wrestling doesn't mean that you can't wrestle with these great wrestlers. So we had a chip on our shoulder.
And yeah, and John Jones, it's just so hard for me because John Jones is so young and has so many more things to accomplish. But he's beat the who's who. He's cleaned out the division. He's breaking records. And if this continues, yeah, the question is what happens to a guy when he gets into deep water. It's fun being a fighter when you're the guy kicking everybody's ass. But when you start getting some back, that's when you find out, who's a real champion. And John Jones has proven it twice.
Sometimes it feels like it's me against the world. And it's me against my division. But at the end of the day, it's me against one person, one guy at a time. Fortunately, I get several weeks and several months to know who I'm fighting and prepare for them. And I'll keep taking them down, one guy at a time.
在赢下这场比赛后，古德琼斯用实力折服了几乎所有人。27岁的他统治了量级，而未来似乎也一片光明。
1 week before every fight, I would go out and I would get blacked out wasted. And my logic was, if this guy were to beat me somehow, I can look myself in the mirror and say that, well, I lost because I got hammered the week before the fight.
Now, some huge news today in the world of MMA as John Jones released a statement that he's entering a drug treatment facility program on the heels of a failed drug test that was administered on December 4th. He, of course, failed that drug test when metabolites of cocaine showed up, and it was administered by the Nevada State Athletic Commission.
This is a good thing as far as our family concerned, so we wasn't upset. Me and my husband considered it a blessing from God that our child was able to be helped and know that he needed to stop and know that he needed the assistance to stop before it came to something worse.
UFC champ John Jones said that he'd take his drug treatment program very seriously after testing positive for a cocaine metabolite in a December 4th drug test, but he never said for how long. Jones's mother, Camille, admitted Monday that her son left the rehab facility after just one night.
Now, the NSAC follows WADA protocols, and cocaine is not a banned substance when out-of-competition testing is done. So they could not fine or stop John Jones from defending his UFC light heavyweight title at UFC 182, in which he beat Daniel Cormier via unanimous decision.
And the idea of a John Jones fight seems awfully exciting right now. And John came out, tweeted, said, "Show me the money."
Cocaine isn't cheap. It's expensive. Gotta make money.
I've always had a good time hanging out with you, but I was very disappointed with you with that car accident thing.
Yeah.
When you ran away from that car accident.
It makes me look like a monster.
When you found out I was a pregnant woman, what was going through your mind?
I thought, man, I'm done.
I hate you. I hate you. Getting elected into the Hall of Fame, and now this is what I got.
I'm gonna go right at you and I'm gonna fight your ass just like I did last night.
Time! 好的，那么很抱歉计划有变，这期会先到这里，因为实在拖了太久，再加上担心视频过长，很多人会看不下去。后半集其实已经做了一半多，所以如果喜欢本期节目，可以点个3连加关注，下半部分很快会来。真的非常感谢大家这2个月的支持和关注，也抱歉拖更，这里是新人 UP 主 J Rock。
Mamba out.